Steve, Pat, and Alex, and we joined. We welcome in the only guy who was wearing green on this St. Patrick's Day.
It's my favorite holiday. Other than Christmas and the regular St. Patrick's is just terrific. It reminds me of my college days.
Oh, okay. Carlos
Really?
Rodriguez from
I blacked those out. Those out.
Totally. We shut down the school. I went to an Irish Catholic school in New York City, Manhattan College. And we shut down the school for 3 days, no matter where St. Patrick's fell on, and went to the parade, and then went to all the nice places to cheer St. Patrick's Day.
Sounds dangerous.
25 years in the Attorney General's office. Carlos Rodriguez with Carlos in Your Corner. You got a whole pile of stuff that you want to tell us about, but at the top is this, and this one jumped right out, obviously, today, St. Patrick's Day scams.
I've said before that scammers take advantage of any holiday, any event, special event, or if it's a tragedy, they take advantage of that, which is pretty sad. Well, here, the scammers have, if you get an email today that on the internet or whatever, it says an e-card, they call it, a happy St. Patrick's Day greeting. Be careful, because what it is, it's spyware. If you open up the link, it's just going to mess up your computer. It's going to take up all the information that you have in your computer, which you shouldn't have, passwords, financial information, and such.
Okay.
But don't send people send out legitimate e-greetings. I mean, how can you tell it's a scam from a legitimate one? By who sends it? Is that the best way to know?
Well, I mean, scammers will, maybe they went on Facebook. They know who your friends are, so they'll pose as one of your friends. I would just call a person up who sent you the greeting before you open the link. Do not open a link to any of these e-cards. That's what I would
disappointing,
do.
Isn't it?
Very disappointing.
Yeah,
it's a shame.
Right.
And did you find out about that because you got one, or you?
No, I
sent one.
No, I know that every holiday, every event, there's some scam, and all I have to go is on the internet and do my research, and sure enough, I found it right away. So it's incredible.
If you get an e-greeting, an electronic greeting card today, just put it in your trash. Don't even open it.
I wouldn't open it.
What's it going to be? It's just going to be, in addition to spyware. What kind of fun are you going to have with a silly e-greeting?
Well, what funny you're going to have is if you have personal financial information in your computer, that's going to be gone, and then you'll be a victim of identity theft.
Wow.
Yeah, it's scary.
It is very scary.
Yeah, you can't tell you. The internet has been great, but on the other hand, it's been a great fundraiser for scammers.
And the scammers seem to be catching up with it too.
Oh, they're bright. They're one step ahead of us.
Wow. What else you got there?
Okay.
What's on that green card?
The green card? Well, that's an area code scam.
Okay.
This green. Okay, but
got a couple telephone related ones too.
Yes. Let me say the first one, and then it's related to the area code scam. I got a call the other day, and this is the absolute truth, from I guess this lady was referred from another attorney. She said she got a call that she won the $10 million lottery. We've been talking about the lottery quite a bit.
Yeah.
But this one had a little quirk, and it's happening local. And I tell you, Rochester is probably a number one in sweepstakes lottery scams, because I hear the stories every day. And what the person on the other end of the line said, they wanted her to obtain a prepaid credit card for $450.
Yeah, but that just says stupid all over it for the customer, for the person, right? Come on, if I emailed you and said that, you'd call me stupid.
No.
Unless you gave me the ticket. Then I call you stupid.
No, but this is interesting. The lady that called me up that got these calls thought it was a scam, but she still had her doubts. And that's why these scams trouble me, that they target seniors. Seniors may think it's bogus, but they have this feeling that, well, I want to trust. Maybe it's true. And they'll go out to CVS and buy a prepaid credit card for $450.
Okay.
What's scary about this one is that the person said, well, I'll come over and pick up the prepaid card, and I'll drop off your $10 million.
Yeah, right.
That's the scary part. I would tell seniors not to allow anybody.
I'll drop off your $10 million.
Yeah.
We see money bags with a big dollar sign on them.
Yeah.
It's just going to hold up the big bags.
And
or the giant check.
Yeah.
This caller really felt that
sad.
that there was some truth to it. And that's what troubles me, that there's no truth to any of this. If someone tells you want $10 million, but go out and get a prepaid credit card for $450, I mean, that's a red flag right there. Don't do it.
Anytime you have to spend any money to get money, it's a scam.
Absolutely.
Is that safe to say?
Absolutely.
Yeah. Alex, what's the one that you saw?
I actually found this. I was looking for some news for this week, and I found this one about renters on Craigslist getting scammed. They are basically like this one couple in Virginia responded to an ad to rent a vacant home. They wired $1,000 to the landlord who posted the ad. They got keys to the house and moved in. Then the police came and said that the house was listed for rent from someone else. So they had paid $1,000 and moved into this house they thought was theirs, and it ended up not being theirs. So So basically, like the people that handled the case were from the Better Business Bureau, and they said, Craigslist real estate scams, and particularly Craigslist, are prevalent because it's one of the most common websites people go to look for housing. Now, they suggest, if you find something that you like online and you look it up elsewhere, if it's available on another site other than Craigslist, then contact the people on that site instead of the people through Craigslist, because you could take a picture and put it on there and say, this is mine, give me my first and last month's rent.
Yeah.
And it turns out not to be yours at all. Have you heard of this? Is this
Absolutely.
common?
It's the classic Craigslist renter scam. And I would, to cut to the chase, I would call, if you're interested. This happens a lot with folks that want to rent a cottage or something and they live out of town. I would call a legitimate local real estate agency to find out what's available. Do not, Craigslist has been notorious, and it's not Craigslist, it's just scammers taking real properties that are for rent, and they place them on Craigslist, and then they scam you because that money's not going to go to the legitimate person who owns a home.
Wow, that's another example of
it's terrible.
Yeah, a good thing gone bad.
Yes.
Yeah. Real quick, one more before we have to take a break.
Okay. The side part of the area code scams is the lady that got the call when
this is the lady who had to use money. She had to buy a prepaid
that
phone
won the
card to
lottery.
get her
What happens? Remember last week I had the Chinese literature,
right?
And that had a phone number to call folks. Well, now that's a classic area code scam. In other words, some of those numbers that you have to call back are either a 284 area code or 809 or 876. And what you're really doing is calling Jamaica or Dominican Republic, somewhere in the Virgin Islands. And what happens is, although you may not fall for the scam of sending money, you're still going to get charged like $3.99 a minute
for that phone
call.
Oh, okay.
So you're going to get scammed one way or the other, which is the phone call.
Don't get scammed. Listen to Property Source Radio every Saturday morning for Carlos in your corner. Thanks for joining us, of course, Carlos Rodriguez. We'll see you next Saturday. Enjoy your St. Patty's Day.
Yes, I can't wait.
Great
Love
information
the day.
as always.
Happy St. Patrick.